get into it. Welcome back to the Rime of the Frost Maiden, everybody, as you get to know your new character member. Quite a bit different to Scar, a young lady called Whimsy, but maybe we'll learn more about Whimsy later, because let's drag you across to the big map, is where we picked it up from last time. You didn't meet Ungajuk, which is in fact where you met Whimsy, and Ungajuk wasn't too happy with your landlubbers and asked that you do a quest for her, which was to go to the Dark Duchess and basically burn it to the ground, because Ungajuk herself has been attacked by Avayanchuras, the Great White Dragon, which accounted for Scar. I'm sure you all remember. So you trekked over to the Dark Duchess, and yeah, it was a pretty gruesome sight. There were bodies out there, and it's thanks to somebody's medicine check, I can't remember who, discovered that the bodies were in fact eaten, and eaten by some type of humanoid, judging by the bite marks on it. So that's kind of gruesome. So some type of cannibalism happening outside. But you decided to go into the Dark Duchess herself. And you heard some banging from below there. And you discovered this ice troll bashing on this door for some reason. Shajaya tried to web it, but it broke out of its web. Worse than that, it tore Shajaya's spider form away, leaving Shajaya back to her normal high elf self. And this is right at the exact moment where the where my internet goes down, which it hardly ever goes down. And we'll pick it up right there mid-combat. Looks like it's Oh, did Whimsy have a turn?
I think so, yeah. She ran away.
She
had distance from.
Okay, cool. So we'll just pick it up from Cal then. So Cal, having seen Shajaya ripped apart, and Shajaya summoning this beast, what would you like to do to kick things off?
Right, so is this the beastie that had a go at me while I was sleeping? Because I don't take kindly to that, I'm going to advance onto that.
Okay.
Whoop. Roll for the night. Where'd that go?
Oh, not a good roll to start for the night.
See it.
Okay.
8. That wasn't very good.
Yeah, so you rush in, big old swing and a miss. Doesn't even connect with the creature, so not the best start.
I'm going to also use my action surge,
nice.
and use an action for that. In this case, it's going to be a dodge.
A dodge, ooh, interesting. Okay,
Nice.
So you come in, swipe, almost taunting this creature, and it will get disadvantage against attacks against you. Very nice. Dwarven dodge, exactly. Bugs! What would you like to do?
I'm going to try get a sneak attack. Someone is in combat with it. By throwing my Alchemist's Fire, because I believe it's ranged when I throw it.
Oh, I think it is. Let me look up Alchemist Fire exactly. And that's good, because as we all know, trolls aren't the biggest fans of a fire. Let's get Alchemist Fire.
Yep. It says I can throw it up to 20 feet. Make a range attack.
Okay. Well, I think you're well within 20 feet. Yep. Okay, make a ranged attack.
Cool. So that's just a regular attack plus my 7. I'll just roll it as rapier.
Sure. Okay,
That's
good enough.
15 hit.
Let's have a look. 15. Oops. 15. Yeah, you throw the Alchemist Fire, and the troll just dodges out the way, and it crashes down onto this lifeboat, I guess, right next to it. A hammock, sorry. Which we'll say immediately goes up in fire.
Okay.
So that would be a miss.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to hide.
Okay, so we'll have you ducking down below the hammock and make me that stealth check, Bugsy. 18.
That will be 28. I believe I've still got that plus 10.
Yeah, I guess you do.
Yeah.
Okay, that is well hidden then. Okay, Bugs, yeah. Alchemist Fire whiffs, ducked behind the hammock. Troll is otherwise engaged. I think using the distraction from the fire actually helps you hide that a little bit better. Malabak!
I'm going to try and throw some fire at it with the produce flame spell. So
Nice.
I'm going to create some in my hand. I'm throwing from up top, so remember he gets his +2 to his
Okay.
armor. Yeah, and I'll just roll this. There we go.
Ooh,
I create some fire and it like blows off and flies off it because I'm still on the top of the boat and it flies off and shit.
what you're really doing is setting off a flare into the air. That's what it functionally comes down to. Okay, very good. So, I'm
gonna stay there for the meantime.
Okay, cool. So, yep, setting off a flare. The ice troll looks around and sees this little, teeny, tiny dwarf. And it is going to... Let me roll some dice, all at disadvantage. Okay, so it is just flailing away, trying desperately to hit Cal, but thankfully with your dodge action, you managed to avoid both its claw attacks and its bite attack. And if anything, you've just enraged it even more. But a nice move. A nice move, Cal.
It's going to be even more enraged now because since it missed, I'm going to use one of my superiority dice to do a riposte attack.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
So, bang. All right. So that will be presumably a swing with the battle axe.
Oh, my
Hey,
goodness.
that's
I like it.
Well, that is more like it. Get a cheer for that. Nice.
And that would be 6 foot with the single hand because I'm always shielded. And
So
will I roll additionally to that?
Well, because you use superiority dice, you actually get to roll double that as well. So in other words, roll 3d8 additional damage thanks to your crit.
1, 2, 3, 10. Oh.
Oh, okay, still good. So a total of 16 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, now something actually interesting happens. When you do that... actually... You swing hard at this creature. And let me just find something suitable here. And you completely and utterly just carve through this creature. It's trying to put up its hand to block it. And you actually cut off its hand. And its hand flies over here. Come on in, hand. Ah. What? Ah, that'll do. Don't know where the other one comes in. But the hand lops up and starts wriggling around. And there's now an active combatant on there. So this is an hand that is detached from the troll. Very evil dealing. Starts crawling around and looks like it's going to make a play at Shajaya. But first, Tarvin gets a go. What would you like to do, Tarvin? Resting on your pile of gold there.
Yeah. I am going to use a bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike to give me... that's my extra 1d8 damage. There we go. But also, I get advantage on my bow attack. So let's do that.
You do?
Rolling. There we go. Oh, terrible. Oh, not too...
No, 19 hits.
Okay, so I've got 7 damage plus whatever this is. 9. 16.
Okay, so yep, 17.
Oh, sorry, that was the troll. Yeah, that was on not the hand, but the troll.
On the troll. Okay, so 17 points of damage on the troll. Got it.
16,
Okay.
16 to be fair. Sorry, 16.
16.
Oh no,
Okay.
17.
You did.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, 16.
I thought I rolled a 9, but it's plus.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
17.
okay.
17.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
so arrow flows across, digs deep into the creature. Let's a little yelp of pain. Starting to look a little beat up. But Shajara, hand attached, detached, right next to you. What would you like to do?
I have got the Ring of Warmth.
Mm-hmm.
So can I put it on?
Assume it's
How
already
do I
on.
use it?
So the Ring of Warmth,
so-
which I think we've been forgetting, actually gives you resistance to cold damage.
Okay.
So that's
So,
on and it's working.
Right. So can I now? Let me just check where he is. Is he injured, Cal? And okay. I can do trying to decide between an action or a spell. My spells are all a bit crap against trolls. I can try an action and I can try my longbow.
Sure.
What should I just roll to fire the longbow?
Yeah, just go to your actions, and where it says longbow +4, click on that.
Yeah. Okay. I always click the wrong thing for some reason.
Oh,
Well, that's
okay.
pretty good.
Yeah, sure. Your arrow flies out, digs into the creature. So if you like now, you could roll your damage for that, which is the
Alright.
1d8 +2 right next to it. Okay, so 4 points of damage. Okay, so it digs into the troll, still looking good. Now, don't forget, you've summoned this celestial beast here, the
Let's try
bestial
it.
spirit. So you can attack
Yes.
with that as well if you like.
Yeah. How do I get him to attack?
Okay, go to your spells. Scroll down to Summon Beast. And click on the spell
I'm
Summon
catching
Beast.
up.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, everybody. Summon beast. Grab him. What did I get?
So over on the right, do you see how it's got all the stats for Summon Beast? If you scroll down, you'll see Bestial Spirit. So it can do a maul attack if you like.
Slightly. Okay.
And
Do
I think
that.
so. The beast.
I just hit.
Yeah, roll a d20 +6 because that's your spell attack modifier to attack with this beast. So roll a d20 +6. Okay, with a 16 with your beast, that actually hits. Then notice on the maul it's got 1d8 +4. If you click on the maul under actions, then you can do damage with that as well.
Okay. On that. And that. Okay. Is it? Oops.
Ooh, I will do like the first one. So first of all, Shajaya, you hit it with your longbow and it got socked back, which opens the attack for your celestial beast, and it actually jumps up onto the creature and starts mauling and gashing and pulling off bits and pieces. And
Nice.
so much so that your summoned beast actually brings the troll down, which is the good news. So the troll collapses down, but I can't help but point out his hand is still moving. But nice round, Shajar. I like it. Very cool. Okay, so unless you
Yeah.
want to move, that would be your turn.
No, I'll stay. I'll stay here.
Okay, Whimsy.
Are there any ropes dangling? Yeah, did she climb down by a rope?
Yeah,
Climbed down by ropes, didn't we?
Yeah.
there was
I
a
came
rope
down as a
about.
spider.
There was a rope
Oh,
about
you-
there, I think. Yeah, Shajari
Yeah.
came down as
Oh,
a
okay.
spider.
Oh, that's right. That's how Whimsy got down there.
Whimsy was on my back, wasn't she? I'm trying to remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was.
she definitely was. Okay, well, Whimsy will take a shot with her. It's just a hand, so I'm hoping it's going to have less in the meta world, less HP. So she's just going to fire a minor spell of Firebolt
Okay.
at the hand.
Yep.
And it's a Dex versus 15.
Okay, I accidentally closed roll 20 for a second there, so just let me reload it for a sec. Okay, so it needs a Dex saving throw. We'll use that one there. Dex saving throw. It rolls a 15.
That's I think that's save. That's a save.
Okay, so
yeah.
because it's a
You beat
cantrip,
it, yeah.
yeah, just clashes behind it. No actual damage done to the hand.
Okay.
So the hand's still in it. Cal, having
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Whimsy will just do a little bit of a runaway over to here because she's a bit sore.
Okay, all right.
Just to get behind the big boys.
Cal, doing some cool ninja moves last turn. What would you like to do?
Alright, I'm going to advance to here and we'll try and impale this hand with an axe. Oh, what could go wrong? Bang.
15
15.
hits.
And 5.
Boop. Cut the hand easily in two. And with that, all active combatants have left. And you find yourself in the hold of the Dark Duchess. What would you like to do?
Many spells.
Malamite just wants to check around outside to see if there's any more threat before he comes down, if that's okay.
Okay, Malamike, make me a perception check.
Oil on it?
Oh, you have a good scan of the horizon. Look around. You do not see any dragons approaching, or anything else for that matter.
So he comes around and to where that rope is, and he's just going to shimmy down the rope.
Okay.
So you
We
didn't
need
think
to
it
get that treasure under the ice for Tarvin, don't we?
Yeah. Also, Malcolm, when we first encountered the troll, was he banging against that door?
He was. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it's a ranged attack. Whoops, I did the firebolt wrong. My bad.
That's all good.
Okay, so we've got to try and recover the scrimshaw. Now, were you saying that the treasure is under ice or something or other?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what I'd like to do is we've got this flaming material here. I'd like to see if I could drag that over by the rope to help try and melt through the ice.
Whimsy
Sure.
can just fire firebolts at it at a if you guys if cool with that. How destructible is this thing? 'Cause she doesn't want to destroy it. But perhaps she could just fire firebolts at the ice till we reach it.
Did somebody have like a burning hands thing that might be able to do more sort of an area effect to try and melt
Whimsy's got
it?
that. Whimsy's got that too. So are we wanting to burn away a lot of stuff, which she's way cooling down with?
The only question is, if we disturb the treasure, will the dragon catch wind? What do we know about dragons and treasure? I read the scroll once called The Hobbit.
Maybe we should check the doors before and get the treasure last, just in case we end up burning the ship down.
Yeah. How does that sound to everyone? That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, Whimsy's keen to burn stuff down, but yeah, safety's fine.
Could maybe mage hand that treasure that Tarvin needs as well.
I actually have a suspicion that there's someone or something behind this door that the troll is trying to get to.
I was wondering that too.
What about the Ford hold under
Should we do
the
that?
foxhole
Should we do that
as well?
first? Yeah.
Well, do we need to stick together, do you reckon, or should we split up and quickly? Because there's also that the treasure chest up in the captain's thing in the after castle of the boat. Well, presumably the captain's cabin.
We're escaping
Tar-
upwards,
Tar-
right?
You're right
So
at
we
the
could
bottom
grab
of the
that on the
boat.
way out.
Yep.
Didn't Tarvin
Was it-
also see a specific treasure under the ice? Like something quite specific?
Yeah,
Tarvin.
you saw the
Scrimshaw.
scrimshaw.
You saw the
I
scrimshaw.
see, right.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
the scrimshaw.
The scrim. I will point out that this ice around this treasure is incredibly thick. Tarvin, you dragged the burning hammock over here, and it made barely an impression on the ice here. Just looking at it, you know, maybe with a combination of some fire spells and some plain old, some type of like mining pick on it, it's going to take you at least an hour to get through the first kind of chunk of treasure. And looking down at the scrimshaw, maybe 2 hours to dig down enough to get that. It's going to take a lot
What
of
about
effort.
the wood, the planks around it? You said the treasure's frozen. What about the planks around it?
There's ice around it. So if you wanted to, you could take the whole hoard of treasure with you. I will point out it is far too heavy to take it out as one big chunk, though. Because gold
we
is
able to
very
assault,
dense.
Could we
Are
put
we able
it
to
on the
as-
side of the ship and then those are those lifeboats? Put
Hammocks.
the treasure
Those
in
are
there.
hammocks.
Hammocks.
Oh, the hammocks. Yeah,
Are we
could
able
work.
to assess, Malcolm, how likely we are to burn the ship down by starting a fire in this little hold? Or is it pretty much covered in ice, the same as the treasure, and there's not much danger there?
There's not much danger there. Like the fire would eventually burn down the ship, but the ship is kind of dank and damp. So yeah, you're more than welcome to
Maybe-
try.
Maybe we should get to work at getting at the treasure while everyone else searches the ship. I'm just looking. I don't have any.
if there's two people doing treasure.
I have one idea for like getting into the treasure chamber itself though. I've got heat metal. If we insulated a sword, we could probably plunge a sword through and get at things rather than taking down the whole wall. How does that sound?
What about Cal's axe?
Yeah, Cal's axe.
Whimsy's got
Yep.
an oil flask as well.
Oh, you've got an oil flask.
Yeah, same.
Oh, hello.
We could just heap up a whole pile of wood and start burning, and then Whimsy could just fire fireballs at it, and then. But I don't think it's going to take any less than 2 hours, by the sounds of things.
Well, before we open this door, I am keen to heal people up just in case there are more dangers. There were chewed-on corpses outside. I'd hate for us to run into some cannibals.
Our dead troll. Should we be burning that corpse as well? Because I know that last time it knocked me out and I recovered, but this thing over here is not coming back, right?
I'll throw produce flame on it right now.
We can just put that hammock on it.
Yeah.
That's on fire.
Drag the hammock over it in its hand.
Whimsy can throw a firebolt at it.
Yep. Boom.
I want to use that hammock for better.
There we go. It's on fire, and his corpses are slowly,
Yep.
looking not so
Stinking
good.
up the place.
Stinking up the place.
As with healing, I've got blood on me, but I'm pretty sure it's a splatter from Shajaya. She might need some healing.
Josiah, would you like a heal, or would you like to heal yourself?
I could do with some healing. I took some slams last time, didn't I?
You did.
Well, how about I give you a cure wounds, and you can
Okay.
give yourself a cure wounds if you need to. Here you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Whimsy is almost at half as well. She makes a little noise.
Can we just pull that troll
Versus
a
two
little
shot
bit away
darts.
from that door so that we don't get trapped in with fire?
Ugh, dragged away.
So you get 22 back, Shazaya, because it's 12 plus
22.
10. Yeah, and Whimsy, you wanted one as well. Here you go.
Ooh, what's that?
Another
nice.
12.
Oh, thank you. I think that's perfect.
Oh, my spell slots aren't doing automatically. Oh well.
Thank you.
Bugs,
Now,
you
if
want,
we believe there's someone in this door down
Yeah.
here, do we want to do the top one first?
can you
Or
just
do
have a
we-
listen while you're there, Bugs? Just see if you can hear anything.
Sure.
Hmm.
Can make a perception check, Bugs. Uh,
16.
16.
There was a 20 there, but I had to discount it.
Annoying. Okay, so you listen to the door of Bugs, and you don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything through there, guys.
No ghosts. Okay. Well, let's go to the front of the boat then and knock that door off, and then
It's that thumping sound. Is that somebody's table, or is that an actual? Is that a?
That's the boat creak, so yeah.
All right.
The ghost of the
It's
trolls.
Better than noises that we heard last time of whispering.
It's Whimsy's heart. It's Whimsy's heart. She's shitting herself.
Malcolm, I would like to go back aloft to keep a lookout. I think if we're all down here, I'm not comfortable that that's particularly safe. Is that okay with you guys?
yes.
Can you grab the treasure chest while you're up there, mate?
Yeah, and can we drag that treasure chest out?
A bit frozen, but
Right, well, I'll work on dislodging that and then go and be lookout.
Okay, so Carl, you head up to the deck of the ship.
Yep.
Are you going to go check out that treasure chest that they were interested in?
I believe so. That was in Captain's foxhole.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll go and do that. At least drag it next to the door and be on the lookout from the what would be the poop deck, I suppose. Is that
Okay.
right?
All right, so I'll have you actively looking out for the dragon. And okay,
Yeah.
okay, Bugs, you're listening at that door.
Yes.
Make another perception check.
Can't see what I got. Is that a 7?
7. Yep. You don't hear anything?
Yeah, I don't hear anything, guys.
Okay, wait a minute. Tarvin's just going to get his bow ready, just in case something comes running out.
Blasting at the ice already.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shall
is
we
it
open-
unlocked?
Shall we open this one?
The door is very swollen, but you don't think it's locked.
I'll try creak it open.
The door creaks open, and out from the darkness comes a goat.
Aww.
Yeah, in the 10 towns. I tell
Yeah,
you,
it
man.
looks like
Always find goats.
a door that the goat is guarding there.
Guarding is a strong word. So this
Has
is
anyone got some leaves we could deter it over this way?
Anything else in that room?
I could try some animal handling to try and lead it away, using my skills with nature.
This room is very obviously a galley, but it's been thoroughly ransacked. Dishes are strewn across the floor, pots and ladles hanging everywhere, and tied to a low cupboard against the starboard wall is a thin goat.
Oh, it's tied to the cupboard.
Yeah, to the starboard side. So I guess it's actually over here, tied to this over here. And it pulls on its rope as towards Bugs, trying to get away, but it is tied up.
Oh. Should we
Wow.
let it free, guys?
I think we should take it with us.
Is it? Maybe we should check it out first. It might be. Why is there a goat here?
The troll has to
goat
eat
for
something.
milk. A ship
The
goat for
troll
milk.
was probably trying to
Why
eat it.
didn't they eat the goat?
He's saving it. He was eating all the corpses outside first. Maybe.
You want to check it out? You can check it out.
I'm just trying to see. I don't think I have my spells that I
While the
can.
goat is still tied up, should we check out this back door?
Yes.
Plan.
Okay.
Tarvin's still got his bow ready, so just in case.
Okay. What are you doing, Bugs? You listening at the door? Oh,
I'm very great at listening, guys.
yeah. You obviously don't hear anything. Yeah, in your
Oh
opinion,
no, I think I
perfectly
hear a
safe.
lot of things. It's
Maybe
creepy
too
and I
much.
don't like it. There are voices in my head and I'm not sure whose voices they are.
Goat ghosts. Okay,
I'll open the door.
Boop.
do it.
Inside, there's no creatures, thankfully. The cabin is empty, except for a smashed wooden crate lying on the frost-covered floor.
Smashed wooden crate.
Yeah, can we look into that a little bit more?
Yeah, you kind of look at a few pieces of the. There appears to be some barrels in there as well, and you kind of shuffle some of the pieces of the barrels and stuff, and you manage to form a sentence and an image, and it appears to be the face of a drow, a dark elf, who's wearing an eye patch and a purple wide-brimmed hat, accented with a colourful feather plume. Do you read Elvish, Bugs?
I do actually, yes.
Oh. Father! No, not really. No relation.
The text reads, first of all, for a DM inspiration point, for those who have studied D&D lore, who made this rum? Oh, spelling, it's rum. Does anybody recognize a drow who wears an eye patch and a purple wide-brimmed hat accented with a colourful feather plume?
Drit.
Nope.
No. He didn't have an eye patch.
No, it's from. Is it from Acquisitions?
Acquisitions Incorporated? No, it's not.
Okay.
It is. I forget the voice. Jack Cerellian or something, a famous dark elf. Not as famous as Drizzt, but yeah. But the what you've pieced together is, it says, the best rum from your friends at One Eye Jack's.
Hell will want some of that.
Is
There's
there
no
any
rum there,
still
though.
available or is all shattered?
0. It's been smashed. So there was rum, presumably at one
Okay.
point, but now there is not.
I'm gonna keep the little script with his face on it.
Cool.
We go down to the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, alright.
Should we take the goat with us? Just leave it?
I think we should
We'll
take
take
it.
the goat at the last minute, I think, maybe. Or we yell. I might yell out to Cal. Cal, do you want to look after a goat upstairs?
We can sell it.
Well, we'd have to lift the goat up, the ropes and stuff to get it out. Would that be
Yeah.
Just
correct?
put it in a hammock and we can tie it to the ropes.
Yeah, perfect.
It won't
That
take
sounds
any
good.
longer than melting the ice, so...
And Malcolm, I assume it's not particularly too hard to get down off the boat if we need to get off quickly, or is it
Yeah.
like a 10-foot?
It's a 10-foot
Climb
drop.
down.
A 10-foot drop. There's not a lot of snow, so you'd be landing on hard ice. So not trivial, but not
So
deadly either.
if I remember correctly, at the front of the boat, in those front rooms somewhere, there was nets and similar. So I would like to go and get some of those, tie those to the gunnels, and kind of make a rope ladder over the side.
Okay.
We could get off. I seem to remember somewhere up here you mentioning that there was ropes.
Uh,
That
Or
was
that-
next.
somewhere in one
Oh.
of these rooms, I think there was a
oh
couple
yeah,
of
and
cabin.
right at the top here, there's some fishing nets. Right at the top. So yeah, if you want to
Right.
spend like 10 minutes constructing a ladder off the boat, then yeah, absolutely, easy enough to do.
Okay, that's what I'm going to be working while these other guys are doing whatever they're doing.
Okay, so getting a quick and safe route off the boat. Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
Let's leave the goat for the meantime. Let's check out below in case there's a threat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get
Yeah,
your
like
weapons
zombies.
ready, guys.
Whimsy's
Right, I've
struggling
got
not to hug the goat, and she just keeps blasting at the ice unless you guys need her down there.
I've got my bow ready. Shazia, I reckon you do the same. And Bugsy,
Okay.
Bugs, I reckon you open
I'll
the
have
door
my
and
rapier with
just
with
run out of the
follow.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like kind of. Yeah.
Oh, dodge it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I open the door if it's unlocked.
Maybe a
Okay.
bit of shillelagh Malamuk.
Not shillelagh, but magic stone or fire, whatever.
Oh,
else
Magic
jumps
Stone. The other classic one. Yeah.
I have a feeling it may be locked though because the troll wasn't able to get in.
Okay, so
Okay.
you listened before, Bugs, and you didn't hear anything.
Yes.
And you slide. Oh, whoops! You slide. Come here, door. You slide open the door, and behind it, you see the floor of this cabin is icy. Lying on their sides are two empty open barrels. Hides of four furries have been pushed into these barrels to make makeshift sleeping quarters. Two similar but upright barrels appear to be untouched. As you're wondering, what's going on here? Well, first of all, you can stand there as you open the door, because this all happens at once. Four little creatures duck out from behind the barrels. And they look like the kobolds that you've met before. Same type of thing. These are kobolds. And they come out of hiding. And they say, "For the intruders!" And the first one
Oh, really?
pops out. They're all going to throw their javelins at you, Bugs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And, ooh, that's terrible. Oh, no. 2 of them hit. 2 of them collect. Oh. That's not possible. How can I do 0 damage? 1d6. No. That doesn't make sense. Let me just double check that.
Strength or something.
But yeah, well, yep, that's true. But you always do at least 1 damage. So it's these javelins thrown with not much ferocity. They dig into you, and one of them does 1 point of damage. The other kobold actually gets a critical hit on you, and you take 2 points of damage.
Oh, sorry, Bugs.
Intruders!
The brainwashed.
And I think Tarvin had a prepared action.
I did. Yep.
So take a
Yes,
shot.
and I was prepared to jump out of the way.
Oh, should I do my action
Yeah.
now? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Then we'll do initiative, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, longbow absolutely hits. Which one are you aiming for?
I can only see this one.
For the arrow pierces its throats and it falls to the ground. Did anybody else have a prepared action?
I did, but mine was just to jump out of the way.
Yeah, well, they got the drop on you, unfortunately. Okay, roll for initiative. As you see, these guys aren't particularly strong. An arrow to the throat took down one of them, but we'll see how this plays out.
Oh, a natural 20. Wasted on initiative. We should try and capture one, yells Tarvin.
Is Shazaya there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, cool.
Do you roll into
Oh,
initiative?
my goodness. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't even hear that.
No
I'm
problem.
trying to read. All
Does
the
Shazai
stuff.
still have the dragon thing?
Yeah, I looked at that. He's still there, but I think he's gone.
the spell, I'll just double check. So the spell Summon Beast, or whatever it was, lasts for concentration up to 1 hour. So you're good, Shajai. You still have your beast as well, but it happens on your turn. And Shajai got a 5 for initiative. I'll add that in. At turn 5. Okay, so arrows flying, javelins flying. Bugs gets both of them. Tarvin, you get the first shot. It was your prepared action, and you are first to react as well. What do you do?
Well, I can't actually see anyone, so I'm just going to have to move. I'm going to draw my 2 short swords.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to come charging into the room. If that, can I do that? Yep. Okay. And I'm going to go. I'll jump over to this guy here and attack this guy with my short sword, double short sword. Here we go.
Bring it on, Alf! That hits.
Oh.
Ow!
And what's the deal with the second short sword attack? It does no +4, is that right? Just at 1d6. Okay.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Yeah,
So
okay,
that hits
so
as
roll
well.
1d6.
Alvin, shoot us, and you slay another one.
I hate kobolds. Grr. There you go. That's my move. I'm just gonna take one more step over here.
This one comes barreling on top of a bottle. And so you killed Blacks! You will die this day! And it gets out a dagger, tries to stab you with a dagger. And doesn't get pack tactic, so you just almost just casually swat the dagger aside. Bugs!
Yeah, I will go in and do a 2-weapon attack
Okay.
on the one that's been hit.
None of these have been hit.
Sorry, the one in combat, is it that one there?
Yep, that's the one who...
Yeah.
Maybe you should go for that one, Bugs. Just saying, because that one,
Behind
someone
me?
else can run it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, someone else. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that hits. Both of them hit.
Awesome.
Total
First one for 18 damage.
11 plus 7. Wow, that's amazing. Ah, yeah. That's the end of that one.
Oh, okay.
You're going to use your second attack to attack the other one?
2-weapon fighting. Can I use the second one on the other one?
Yep, but you'll only do
It's not
1
an
point of
extra attack,
damage.
it's 2-weapon.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
2 weapons.
because I don't get the bonuses, right?
No, so 1 hits for 18, 1 hits for 1. Okay. Alright, so bugs come in, slaughtering these poor innocent kobolds who never hurt a soul. Malamak.
I'm going to come running in and yell, Shillelagh! He gets it down to here, casts a Shillelagh, and here's my to hit.
Okay, Shillelagh comes up, powers up your quarterstaff. Yep, Shillelagh hits.
That's 5 bludgeoning, magical bludgeoning.
Ow! Stop hitting me! Is that your turn, Malamak?
It's my turn. I'm not going to try and take off.
Okay, cool. Whimsy.
You should stop blasting at ice, and she'll run towards the commotion that she can hear. 5, 10, 30. Can she see any? Hang on. I think no, Malamuk's is in the way.
Malamuk's blocking the door. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll just stay there for the time being, and she'll ready in action. If any kobolds come out that door, she's going to fire fireball.
Okay, got it. Shajaya. not hearing you, Leah. Are you there?
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
I just had to plug my computer in.
Important.
Yes, it's crucial.
So you hear the sounds of combat coming from the south, but you have no eyes on it.
So I could. Everyone's in there though, so I can't just send a dragon in there. I can call out. And say, tell everyone to get out of that room, and I'll send the dragon in.
All right.
I think I wish the dragon calls out Whimsy. That's a great idea.
Before I do that, is the dragon a fire-breathing dragon?
Which one? This one?
Yes.
No. It takes the form. It looks like a dragon, but functionally, all it can do is maul things.
Mauling is better than nothing.
Yeah,
okay, so I'm going to call out to everyone. If you want to come out of that room, I can send the dragon in there.
Okay, cool.
Then can they make an action while are they okay to do that, or
They can do that on their turn.
blast? Okay.
Yeah, Malamak's kind of in the way. Malamak, come on.
Let me think. Sorry. I was hoping the dragon could just go in and sort everyone out.
Well, actually, the dragon has a flying speed. It could fly over top of Malamak and attack the kobold. Would you like to do that?
Yeah. I was hoping the dragon could go in, but I didn't want it to hurt other things in the room.
Yeah, it can go in and only attack the kobold.
Right, well that will do.
So whoosh, whoosh. Dragon flies in, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So roll a d20 plus 6, Leah. And oh no, that's not your best roll. So comes in, tries to hit it, and just misses. It's not good when you roll. What was it, a 4? Yeah, so 10 does not hit.
4? No.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Dragon.
Yeah, dragon doesn't hit. Okay, Cal.
Well, I'm a long way from the action, so I think I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing and wondering what the kerfuffle is.
Okay, Tarvin. You see all your allies surround this little innocent kobold. What would you like to do?
Innocent. He attacked us first. But still, nevertheless, instead of attacking, I'm going to attempt to grab it by the throat, pin it to the wall.
Okay, so that would be a grapple check. It is going to try and get away from it. It rolls a natural 1. So if you can beat a 3 on athletics or acrobatics, you have it pinned.
It's both the same actually. I'll just go athletics. Oh my god! Oh yes.
You rolled a 2, and that beats it. It gets a 3 with a natural 1.
Yeah.
So how do you grab it? Like around the throat, pushed up against the wall?
Yeah, grabbed it by the throat and lift it up in the air and pin it against the wall and say, drop your weapon, or you go the ways of your friends.
Okay, make an intimidation check at advantage. $17. And he had one javelin which he threw, and he's got this little dagger, and he's going, I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Then he looks around, sees a massive half-orc, a dark elf, for some reason a heron gone, and something kind of resembling a dragon, and it drops its knife. Hi! Sorry about the misunderstanding. I thought you were the troll.
Right, what do we want to ask this thing? What's your association with the dragon? You mentioned his name as you attacked us.
The dragon is mighty and powerful. We're just waiting here for when the dragon returns so we could worship it. I assume that's what you're here for too, right? To worship the dragon?
We just want one thing. where the dragon is keeping of ours, and then we'll be gone. You can go back to worshipping your dragon. We don't mean to harm the dragon.
Okay. Would you mind taking your hand off my throat?
Tarvin draws. Oh, he's still got a short sword, so he says, "Fine, let's go." The kobold's throat, but presses the point of his short sword up to his chest.
Yes, okay. I just want to worship the dragon. I thought you were the troll. Just a simple misunderstanding.
Explain the troll.
Oh, I don't know. We're here waiting for this dragon, and this mighty-ass troll wandered in. We barricaded the door as best we could, and we thought it was over. Then we heard you guys come. Now, you guys must be pretty amazing to kill the troll. That's excellent.
And how long have you been here?
Oh, the dragon comes by, about once a day. We've seen the dragon once. It was amazing. You should have seen it. So we're just
Once a
waiting
day?
for it.
When's the last time you saw it?
Yeah, before now. I don't know. About 7?
Tarvin looks around at the others in the room. Anyone else want to ask some questions?
What does it know about Dragon's treasure?
Oh, dragons are so great and mighty. They collect so much treasure. I mean, I'm sure this is just a fraction of the dragon's treasure. But we know it's here. We're going to worship it. We've found a few copper pieces we're going to add to its treasure hoard.
What happens to people who touch its treasures hoard or take it? Are they cursed?
Oh, no, you don't steal from dragons. You can call it a curse if you like, but you dragon will hunt you down and eat you.
I would say I'm already cursed.
Yeah.
So I have no fear there.
What do you know about this dragon? It has a dead person riding it on a saddle. Do you know anything about this?
Only that it's awesome.
Do you know the dragon's name?
Avienturas.
Have you asked it about this rider, this dead rider on its back?
Oh, we are too busy worshipping to answer questions.
Why does the dragon not kill you?
Because we worship it.
I think that's where I went wrong last time I counted them. Should have done
Anyway,
that.
I'm glad we had this little talk. I'll be going now.
I think Scar tried to do that.
Yeah. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, kobold.
Okay, you gotta stay and wait for the dragon? Suits me fine.
Is that your goat?
Yeah, we're kind of hiding it from there so the dragon wouldn't eat it. We're gonna cook it up later, but yeah. Things have taken quite a turn since then, but we're planning to eat the goat.
Anyone have any more questions?
I don't have a question for the kobold, but I do for you, Tarvin.
Okay. Well, if it's all right with everyone else, and then Tarvin just slits the kobold's throat with his knife.
Falls to the ground dead.
And then he mutters, "I hate kobolds."
I
Just
have
dust.
no more questions for you, Tarvin. That was my question. You took care of it.
Let's search the room, says Tarvin. What's this big D12 over here? Interesting. I haven't seen one of those before.
When I brought on the kobolds from the invisible layer, the map key came up. Ba-boom!
Yeah.
It disappears. The D12 was very conspicuous. Okay, looking at this place where you found the kobolds. Yeah, just a bunch of junk, basically. There's the only thing of interest are the 2 upright barrels. And you crack open the barrels, and inside you just find ice. It looks like very clear ice. You suspect at some point it held fresh water, but it has since frozen over. Other than that, just obviously the kobolds have made this some type of sleeping quarters.
The kobolds themselves didn't have anything on them apart from javelins and knives. Nothing of interest.
No, 4 javelins, 4 knives, and 8 copper pieces.
I
Well,
need
take
to take the copper.
Well, we could if anyone's superstitious, we could add the copper to the treasure hoard and take the scrimshaw.
I'm gonna take a javelin because I lost a javelin over the edge before. Just FYI.
Okay.
I'm only going to take the one though, not multiple.
Okay.
Let's check in on Whimsy and the treasure melting.
Yeah.
Whimsy, you continue to blast at the treasure. If people want to help, you can. It is a very slow process, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just ice. It is ice from a dragon. So you can normally carve through this, but it's very much magical dragon ice. If you like to all start hacking away at the icy treasure, you're more than welcome to. Is that the basic plan?
Yeah.
Is it higher up on the pile or lower on the pile?
The scrimshaw.
Kind of in the middle somewhere.
We'll concentrate on that area.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have everybody do that, except Cal. Cal, what would you like to do apart from looking out for dragons?
So we've established a rope bridge to get down.
Yep.
And the other thing that we wanted to do was to move that chest. Is that chest movable, or is it sort of fixed in place in the captain's cabin?
The chest is frozen shut. You can scrape the ice off if you like, and you notice you've seen your friends down below struggling with this dragon ice. This is a lot easier. Takes you about 10 minutes, but you do eventually scrape it off to the point where you feel the chest could be open.
Okay, and just before I do that, can I go outside, or at least to the door, and have another quick survey for any returning dragons that are now my mortal enemies?
With your natural 20 from before, I'm just going to say you see no dragons approaching. Nothing.
In which case, I will have a go at opening the treasure chest.
Opening chests without searching for traps. I love it. Fantastic. There is nothing in there apart from a whole bunch of this stuff.
Is that all? Okay.
Booty.
Another one of those we could resurrect Scar.
Cal, of course you could just grab all that treasure and leave. That is your option. No one else knows what you found. I'm just saying, if you want to leave the campaign as a rich dwarf, this would be your opportunity.
Right. No. Remember, I'm the banker type, so very, very upright for that. I'm just adding that detail to our stuff. I'm going to go and lean over the hold to point out that I have found some treasure up above here from that captain's chest. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's help back. We found 8 copper pieces.
I'll add that. 8.
It's X-Beak. We can get some well-trained X-Beaks. Some racing beaks.
I'm getting very nervous about this dragon.
Yeah.
That platinum I gave to the banker.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
So
It was our secret. Scar didn't know about it.
I knew about it because I saw it. I was down there with you when you did it.
Yeah.
And I
We
didn't
just
say
didn't
anything.
mention it aloud.
Okay. So, Cal, keeping an eye open for the dragon.
Yep.
After about 1 hour of hacking and slashing through the treasure, this is what you find. You get a bunch of treasure off it, which feel free to take if you like. This is what you find on the treasure hoard. Okay.
Is anyone worried about the dragon curse?
The horde?
No, not
Is there a
worried about a
curse?
curse. No, just kobold superstition.
Just
Okay.
read
What
too
about
much
a
of it.
cursed? What about the cursed goat?
We're gonna take it when we leave, right?
Secretly a
The
dragon.
cursed goat.
We could leave the goat tied up here, and maybe that'll satiate the dragon. He won't
Aren't we
notice the
blowing
treasure.
this up though?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
lighting it on
yeah.
fire.
That would be good. Yeah, screw the dragon.
We're going to be going underwater as well, so we won't be able to take it with us. So maybe it's best if we slaughter the goat and have it as rations.
Underwater? Sorry?
We're going to be going for a trip with a whale. When we light this on fire, we're going to go back to the whale who's going to take us for a ride in his bubble helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, helmet.
Goat slide bubbles?
Angajuk. Or Angajukes.
I think this group discards their unsuspecting companions too easily. Like we had the zombie. We've had numerous goats that we've discarded.
We took the two goats back to the village. We saved those
Right.
goats. This
Okay.
goat we can't. We're
Why
going
not?
to go for a trip on a whale into the ice.
Whimsy's happy to keep the goat. She's already named it Snowy.
All right, it's Whimsy's familiar.
I wanted the name of Fluffy too, but okay, fine.
Anyway,
Let's let the goat decide. We'll both call it, and whoever it goes to gets to name it.
What was your name
so-
again?
If you let the goat
Chloe.
decide, then you have to call
Chloe.
it Satan.
I can cast speak with animals. I can talk to the goat if you want.
She's
What's the
saying
name of that-
in between fiery bolts that she's aiming at the ice.
Hey, Cal, have you taken this treasure?
I'm just noting it into our inventory now. So, yeah, you guys carry on with whatever you're doing. I'm just
Cal,
noting it.
Riffing, actually.
Cal.
Have you taken the pearls and that stuff, or are we?
That's
the
that
question.
was what I was asking you, and I thought Tarvin dismissed it as just stupid superstition.
So, Tarvin, are we taking it?
Well, Tarvin doesn't care. He feels cursed enough as it is. He's not worried about kobold superstitions.
Has the
The
scrimshaw
goat
come out,
carries it out.
Malcolm?
Does that mean the goat
No.
is cursed?
No, the
No
scrimshaw has
scrimshaw.
not come out.
And Cal, can you roll me a percentage dice, please? A D100.
D100, okay.
It's already starting to scare me.
8.
Dice rolling. Uh-oh.
Okay, so you know that with every minute goes by, there's a chance that this dragon returns. Keeping a keen eye out on the horizon. Firstly, no dragon, but the snow has kicked up quite a bit and your vision's a little bit more limited. But for the moment, at least, no dragon has arrived.
I wonder if we do see the dragon, would it be quicker and safer just to hide in one of these cabins and wait for it to leave again?
What if you
Then
think
do
it doesn't notice that we've killed the kobolds and stolen half its treasure?
Stolen.
And it also has it's very perceptive with its blind sense or whatever that it used last time.
Well, the dragon didn't find the goat.
Yeah.
Maybe they
I
put the
think
goat
let's
on a-
let's get to it, burn it, and run.
Okay, yeah,
think it's the
let's roll the dice.
All right, so I'm going to use produce flame on the ice pile. I'm more concerned about the scrimshaw than the gold and whatnot.
Yeah, so is Tarvin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you start using your produce flame and all the other spells. As I said, it's dragon eye, so it's a bit harder to get through. After another hour of hard work, you find here, let me just copy it in. This is what you find on the next layer.
You'll know Scrim. Oh, and a Scrimshaw figurine of an archer etched with magical script. Hello.
There is
Let's
still...
take it all.
Well, first of all,
sorry.
Cal, can you roll me another D100, please? Since
Could
you're the
possibly
lady.
go wrong.
8%.
8. Roll another 8.
Oh,
38.
wow.
38. So you look out, despite the wind really kicking up, you do not see any dragon approach. Tarvin, as you, I imagine, grab this skirmisher and hold it to your chest, you look below and you see some type of marble statuette, looks like some bird type of creature, some pearls, and what grabs your attention is also there's some type of globe in there and some type of quiver in there as well.
Oh, man.
What do you guys do?
What do you guys think?
Globe.
How long do we establish it's going to take us to get off this ship? 10 minutes, right?
To get off the ship? No, not long at all.
Oh, no, it's 10 feet. Sorry, that's where I got the number
10
from.
feet.
Yeah.
Um,
But outrun the large angry dragon, you might want to have a bit of a head start than that.
yeah. At what point do we... Yeah. Do we say that?
Can we estimate how long it'll take to get us the quiver?
Another hour.
Ooh.
Another hour, so it's rolling the dice once more. That's the risk.
And you look down even further,
Globe.
Treasure, and you get the slightest look at some type of armor. It's a little glint of some armor down there, and a wand as well. But that will take more digging.
Okay, so the deeper we go, the better the treasure. Okay, worst case scenario, let's play the odds. We dig
TPK.
deeper, and then the dragon, and then Cal sees the dragon. What do we do?
Run.
We
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
We run.
Okay, so
So
hiding is not an
what-
option.
Bugs wants to do is tie one of these hammocks onto a rope and hoist it at least halfway out, 5 foot up, so you guys can start dumping what you have into it. There's no point being able to escape if we can't get anything out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I'll get that going if you guys decide what you want to do.
Has anyone
Can
got
we- one
like a
sorry.
spell that can shoot fire at the pile of treasure?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's what we've been
It's
doing.
not
Yeah.
working. It's
It's
oh.
Dragon ice. Dragon
Can
ice.
we can
It's
I ask
working,
can
but slowly.
Can Cal cut through this wall down here? Because we're down in the hold, and is that going to get us flush with the ice?
Yes, that would actually. Yep.
Yeah.
So this
We
the
know
layer
that-
they're on is at ice level.
Well,
So if you put a hole through that wall, you'd go straight out onto the ice.
All right. Can I
Zell.
use...
Go. Sorry.
No, go, yeah. Like I suggest someone who with something choppy, which is pretty much Cal. Maybe Bugs goes up top again and uses their perception. We swap places. That's what Mullamug suggests.
Very paranoid.
If we could make a quick getaway on the whale, that would be ideal, right?
Oh, the
Under the
whale's
water.
up at the whale's at the
Yeah.
bell.
Down.
She wants
If
us to
only we-
burn it.
What about make
Man.
something for a giant horse to? I can turn into a draft horse or a war horse, and I could drag all the
carry the
loot.
gold. Yeah. Smash that hole open.
I think we've established
Start,
that.
trying to blast a hole through with their firebolts.
I don't think the horse could. Horse could take all the loot, but maybe not break through the wall.
Let's go. I think that the dragon is too big a risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got
Okay,
a
I
whole
agree.
range of gold and pearls and bracelets and whatnot. We can buy something fantastic. But the dragon coming back is a big risk.
Yeah.
Whimsy's
There'll
Are we
be
going to be able to burn the boat down like we promised we were going to do?
Yeah.
So, do you think we've got enough
spread the
material
oil.
to set a fire?
I don't think so. It's dragon ice, right?
No, but we can spread the oil and
Yeah,
light
we've
it.
got oil flasks.
Well, in that case, wouldn't the treasure sink to the bottom of the sea? And if
Yes.
that's the case, couldn't the whale
You get
retrieve
it
the
on the
treasure
whale.
for us?
Would the whale want to come anywhere near where the angry dragon might be?
It's under the water. The
Sure,
dragon
it's-
can't go underwater. Can it? Dragon can't go
I
underwater.
think. Yeah, I think ice dragon. Can they? I think some dragons can
It's a
swim.
water breathing spell.
Some dragons can swim.
Malcolm, do we
Anyway.
know the answer to that? Being worldly people.
Make a nature check.
Shall we all do it?
Sure, make a group.
Yeah.
Make it a group. So everybody who thinks it would be appropriate for the character, make a nature check.
Tarvin doesn't know squat.
Yeah, Mother Mug does.
I don't think Whimsy knows much.
Oh
about
man,
that.
this is terrible.
Whales are fish.
I got
Like so.
17.
Yeah.
What about Shajar?
Dragons swim. Yeah.
Roll a nature check for us, Shajar. Maybe you'll swing this around.
Nat 20, nat 20,
Any
nat
magical
20.
creature can
Do some guidance on yourself.
Oh, sorry. 8.
13. Some of you think it does, some of you think it can't. You're not sure. You're
Yeah.
not
Which ones think it can, and which ones think it can't?
Can Whimsy make an Arcana check regarding dragons? Is that a thing?
Sure. I think that'd be in Whimsy's wheelhouse.
Okay. I know lots about dragons. See?
Oh wow.
So I said this was a group check. It's right on the borderline. Tell what, Whimsy, roll a d6. On a 4, 5, or 6, I will tell you the answer. Roll a
Comes the
d6.
7.
On a 4, 5, or 6.
Ah, whoops, I'm pressing the wrong one. 3 of them are going to come up. I'll do that again. Sorry. I just need 1 and roll.
What's going on here?
Nothing. Nothing.
You don't know.
Right? Alright. Shall we get out of here?
Fine. Come on,
We're
Snowy.
going to burn the ship. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whimsy's got oil. Anybody else want to oil? up the ship
Yeah, I
with me?
can use some oil. Yeah.
Alright.
I reckon it's worth asking the whale if he can go under and get the treasure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We'll ask them. Right,
Whimsy's
so
pretty keen on that wand.
are we keen on saving this goat or are we going to
Snowy's
slaughter
going
it?
with us, isn't
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's your familiar.
Oh,
Okay,
Whimsy
cool.
checks. He, she.
Snowy's a he.
Okay. Whimsy's going to call him a they.
Very good.
Oh gosh. We got ourselves a woke.
Is that thumping still there?
Ignore the thumping.
I just imagine a dragon just...
That's just Bugs signaling his fear.
Yep,
what they
yep.
do.
I'm constantly
are we,
hearing the thumps.
Are we punching
Yeah,
a hole
sure.
in this boat, or are we going back up the rope?
We'll go back up and out, shall we? Because we may as well.
Okay, and you've spread oil around
And when we
the...
get up to the top,
Yeah. I use the whole oil
would
for.
you? Same.
Okay, so we don't need to worry about tokens now, but you get topside, grabbing what you really came here for, but perhaps leaving some other things behind, and lay down the oil. And who's going to throw the proverbial match?
Whimsy will fire.
Cal, did you make a
great
note?
glee. She's
Sorry.
there's a little flame on the end of her finger. She's ready to fire. And then suddenly Tarvin says, "What?"
That's when Cal made a note of that last haul of stuff that we got out of the
Yeah,
treasure.
we took all
The
of
fabric,
that.
the fabric and the gold thread. Okay, cool. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Whimsy checks to see if Snowy's out of there, and if he is, if they are, she'll fire it up.
Massive flames start erupting on the
Yes!
hull of the Dark Duchess. And you'll obviously scamper off the boat with Snowy in tow. And in about 5 minutes or so, the hold of the Dark Duchess is fully inflamed.
Whimsy's totally screaming with excitement.
We've got to take off back to the
Take
whale.
it.
Let's go as quickly as we can.
The lip drops again. Damn it. She wanted to stay and watch.
Okay. Cal, can you roll me another D100, please?
Oh shit!
What could go wrong?
It's like the ending of Bad Jelly the Witch. It's tense.
Well, you're gonna get away,
Seven.
and you take off, keeping an eye back on the Dark Duchess, and you get a good 1 hour away. Roll me again, Cal. Another D100.
17.
Ooh, you get 2 hours away, and it's still safe. And roll me one more time, Cal.
Two.
Oh,
If you had rolled
Yep.
an 80 or higher, the dragon would have come. So 80, 81, 82, and so on, the dragon would have come. So you look back, and perhaps with a tinge of regret, you realize that the dragon, wherever it was not coming back to the Dark Duchess, which is now a burnt out wreck.
Like a game show. It's like just roll it to see if you
Deal or
made the
no
right
deal.
decision. Yeah, exactly. Who could use a quiver anyway, eh, Tarvin? Or Bugs or Shazza?
a magic quiver, and there was there was a marble something as well. What was that? Another statuette?
It was a globe as well.
Globe.
Yeah, there was a
Globe,
globe, but there was a
wand.
quiver, a marble statue, some type of armor, and a wand.
That all sounds like it's made out of metal. Mullamuck regrets nothing.
Okay, so you push on through the day. Let me just roll a something.
So the wreck hasn't sunk, has it, Malcolm? It's just like on top of the ice.
It doesn't appear to have sunk, no. It's
Yeah,
just a burned
gotcha.
out wreck resting on the ice. And you push on through the day, riding your combination of axe beaks. Nothing happens. You rest up for the night. Feel free to take a long rest if you so choose. I would suggest you do. So take a long rest, which means hit points are restored, spell slots are restored, all that good stuff.
And everyone apart from Whimsy gets their 10 bonus points as well.
Yes, your 10 temporary hit points. That is correct.
Yeah.
Blessings of the Morning Lord, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And you press on again. And towards the end of the day, you arrive back at Angajuk's hangout. Let me just...
Really wanted to take the opportunity of our long rest to have a heart to heart with my team.
Oh,
Hopefully.
Sure.
Let's do it.
I didn't get in there fast enough.
Oh,
And
no,
I didn't
no.
want to tell I didn't want to tell everybody while we were on the boat because I'm part of our team and it means a lot to me, and we've all been through a lot together. But the reason I came to Icewind Dale was because I'm looking for some special artifacts and some Shardolin, but I also was kind of like a slave on the Dark Duchess. That's how I got here. And if I wanted to get to Icewind Dale, it was the only way to go, and we got stuck in the ice, and everyone abandoned the vessel and fled except for Captain, who was an alcoholic. And the only way we survived was by eating the dead people that were on the ship.
My
Sort of
gosh.
It's haunted me forever. I wanted to come clean because I might find it out later and think that I was a liar and not trust me.
Thank you for.
Sometimes you don't need to explain things to people, and
yeah.
sometimes you do. Glad that's all behind us, and I was hoping we could just set it on fire and get out of there.
I did that. You were so
It's a
welcome.
relief. And that's why I'm a vegetarian this day.
Fair enough.
Thank you for sharing, Shajaya.
For a moment there, I
Feel
thought you were going to
better
say
now.
your captain was a troll. Thank you for sharing, Shajaya.
It's Shardolin.
That's good.
Was that in the oh, was that any of the treasure that we just lost?
I don't think so.
Well,
It has been in a few places we've been.
we've left some in Lonelywood.
Yeah.
We didn't leave any Shadowland in Lonelywood, did we?
We did.
And while we're having a
think
long
it's,
rest, can Whimsy do a Arcana check on that what's that stuff? The scrimshaw
Sure. Make an Arcana check.
with some godly insight if possible. What's it called? That spell?
Guidance.
Guidance.
Guidance. 18, 29. Is that a D4 for guidance? Eh?
Yep.
Not that you need it with a roll like that.
It might be a 25.
Yeah, it's magical, Whimsy, which is, it's magical. And if you could find Ayuman Turak, perhaps you could help Tarvin with his issues.
He said he'd find us. And Cal, maybe I have a fuzzy recollection. I thought we left something in the tomb in Lonelywood. Maybe it wasn't Shardolin.
No, we were discussing that. I think we opted not to hide all the
not to.
Shadowland in there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
I thought we might.
Bugsy, you gave Shajara a nice, soft, fuzzy hug.
Thank you.
The only hugs he
Feel a
knows
lot
how to
better.
give.
Whimsy gives her a hug too. And her tattoos turn into cryy faces.
I don't like talking about it, which is why I haven't mentioned it before.
Are there any other survivors from that journey, Shajaya?
No, it's me.
You're the only one. Okay.
Obviously, the captain must have. Didn't he freeze to death?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we found a frozen captain on the top.
Yeah.
I mean, you're faced in a position of stay on the Dark Duchess and get a little bit of cover, but, run out of food, possibly starve and die there, or head out onto the ice and try and make it to civilization. So some of your companions, I guess, on the Dark Duchess chose the latter, to risk the frozen tundra. So technically they might be out there alive, but you just don't know. But the people who survived, who stayed on the boat, some of them died, and you're faced with this dreadful decision, Shajaya. And I don't want to repeat it, but everybody know what Shajaya was forced to do to survive.
Yeah. Not great.
And were you unaware that there was a goat on board the whole time?
There was no goat. There was no goat.
Yeah, that is true. There was no goat.
That moment when we discover the goat, and she's like, "Oh shit! I could have eaten a goat this whole time.
Yeah.
Why did we go into the mess hall?"
Yeah.
All right.
Let's ring that bell.
Okay, so with Shajaya, revealing this terrible decision she had to make,
Whimsy, you gotta ring it 3 times.
Yeah, that's right. We had a code.
Ding-a-ling-ling-ling.
Ding-a-ling-ling-ling.
Okay, I have a sound here for the ding-a-ling-a-ling somewhere. Here we go. Angajuk's bell. There we go. Okay, so your erstwhile whale merchant oil friend greets you as you come. If you remember, he stayed back in this little cabin here, and he gives you all a nod in your direction. And Helka comes up with you as well, and she says, I could see the smoke from here. I assume you burned the Dark Duchess down.
Whimsy jumps with glee. I did.
Oh,
All by myself.
Well done. How old is Whimsy? Asked Malcolm.
26.
Like you look like a...
Malcolm. Yeah, how old did I make it? I can't
16, I think.
remember.
16 on
She was
Rock.
19.
Well,
It was 19.
It's 19.
19, I remember.
Oh, was it 19?
I think so.
Yeah, because I remember that Paul
I know
Hardcastle
she was
song.
young.
Yeah. Her average age was 19.
Well, God, Halka says, well, I can't... You look grown up, but I can't help but refer to you as child. So I just can't help it. But well done, child, for burning that down. Angajuk, I'm sure, is going to appreciate it. So well done, child. And Helka looks maybe 30, something like that.
And it says, "That's okay, old man."
I'll take that. I'll take that. So, before Angajuk gets here, what are we saying? Fish oil? Are we going with fish oil? What are we doing? Because I really need to get these sailors back. They're gonna die out there.
Well, that we're saving sailors and there's another part of the mission to do, perhaps.
And
I
that
think
we did a deal. No, we did. We
never
a
did.
deal. The Angajuk said that she wanted it to burn, and that she would give us passage for it, letting it burn. That's what we have done.
I think that puts us in good stead, right?
All right. So, Dark Duchess is gone. One assumes Avi and Shuras will no longer frequent this thing because I can't help but ask, was there any treasure in the boat?
It was frozen.
We found the scout.
Operative word being was.
Yes,
Snowy,
it was.
its name is
And
Snowy.
here it is.
It's taking her age down to 17.
We
Actually, had her at
found 8 copper pieces.
Make a deception check if you'd be so kind. Malamak, since you said the last thing.
Oh, that's Tarvin. Tarvin said the last
Tarvin,
thing.
sorry,
That wasn't
Tarvin.
Sorry.
Deception check, Tarvin.
A what? Check a deception.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Clearly, it was a ruse. So I was just kidding. Yucca.
Look, Angajuk made it very clear that Avi and Shuras would frequent there and use this place as her lair. Look, if you found some treasure, I wish you luck. I wasn't brave enough to go there myself, but Tarvin, please don't lie to me.
Fair enough. As you can probably tell, it doesn't come naturally to me.
Well, I understand.
My apologies.
That's okay. As I said, keep the treasure. You earned it. I assume you got a lot. I wasn't brave enough to go myself, but keep it. And as you're having this conversation, a mighty whale bursts through the surface of the water beneath you. And you see once again Angajuk emerge from the waters. And she says, well, I saw the smoke rising in the west. I assume the deed that I asked you has been done.
Yes,
As much as it can be. Yeah.
Burnt it
We
down.
have done as you asked, mighty
The
Angajuk.
the roof was on fire. We didn't need anybody. We just let the motherfucker burn.
Well, I'm glad. I think this will upset Avianturus greatly. But, fucker. This is good news. I assume you plundered the treasure while you were there?
We were seeking one particular item, and we did find that. Yes.
No. I am
There was a
pleased.
great deal of treasure still there.
We had to
Yeah.
make a decision.
And what was this decision you made, High Elf?
Leave the treasure save ourselves because we'd already lost one of our party to the dragon.
Are you telling me, Shajai, you put treasure below the life of your friends? You value your friends more than treasure?
Yes.
I must say, you group of humanoids are a lot different to other creatures I have met. I mean, I've been hunted by men. I've been hunted by owls. But old Ungajuk is a bit more slippery. But you lot, you have won Ungajuk's favor. How am I to repay this favor?
What did we want again? We wanted the sailors.
Transport.
We require your assistance in getting out onto the ice to rescue a group of sailors who have been trapped on the ice floe and returning them and their cargo safely back to land.
Yes.
That I can do for you. And with that, I'll show you this handout again. She kind of releases this. So to be clear, there's a ship on the back of Ungajuk's back, and she has this bubble of air around it. And she says, "Just get aboard the ship. You will be quite safe." And I assume you all get upon the back of the whale.
Hey,
Will do.
there's in that picture, it does show another ship in the background. Maybe we could head out that way. Can white dragons? Whimsy asked, can white dragons? Do you think that big lady dragon could she breathe underwater?
Oh, yes.
Is it a she?
It is a she, and she does be known to swim for hours under the water.
Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Scrap that plan.
Yes, dragons have a swim speed, so that's what it means functionally. So you all climb aboard the back of Ungajuk, including Helka, including Snowy, and this bubble forms around her. And she dives into the water, and almost as a bit of a reflex, you hold your breath as you head under the water. But eventually you take a breath, and it's perfectly clean and breathable air. And Ungajuk dives deep into the waters. And she almost takes, it doesn't seem as she's taking a straight path to the place where Helka tells her to go. And she takes you on a bit of a tour underground, accompanied by dolphins, accompanied by narwhals, accompanied by all sorts of things. And she takes you past sunken boats underneath there as well, and old, ancient cities, it seems, who might have been here thousands and thousands of years ago. She takes you through these as well. And looking back at your time in Icewind Dale, you remember the bad stuff that has happened. The death of Scar still firmly in your memory. The dangers you faced, the creatures, the betrayals and everything. And this is by far the most pleasant experience you've had thus far, ever since the Endless Winter has arrived. It's actually quite enjoyable, this underwater tour, seeing all these ships and long forgotten cities. It's very enjoyable. Does anybody want to say or do anything along the way, or just admire the view?
We don't see any knuckle-headed trout, do we?
No. Knuckle-headed trout are freshwater creatures, and this is salt water.
How would I tell riding on the back of this giant fish?
Because it's
Malamak is. Sorry?
Because it's you know that the Sea of Moving Ice connects out to a great big huge ocean. So you know this is a shoreline that connects to an ocean. So
Cal doesn't, but most people do.
okay.
Malomach is just he's touched to be in a completely unique ecosystem. He's never would thought he would have the chance and to be this close to another ecosystem. He's just out there looking for other animals, looking for other life, and trying to get a sense of the natural sort of flow of energy around there. So that's what Malomach is doing.
Whimsy's just in absolute awe, looking around her like she's going through Kelly Tarleton's for the first time.
Okay.
Tarvin doesn't give a. Tarvin's like, sweet. I want the slide out.
Yeah,
Max is a little jumpy.
really
He
focused.
doesn't really like water. It takes a long time to get dry, you know, but he's enjoying the view.
Okay. Cool.
Whimsy points a few things out to Snowy. That's a dolphin.
Oh, the goat.
Whale.
Yeah.
Snowy is having the time of their life.
Yeah, just Tarvin's sorry. Yeah, he's purely focused on getting the slide out of him. He's just trying to concentrate on Olamentaric manifesting that guy.
Okay.
Malomach, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm done.
Enjoying the science though, as much as Tarvin can.
Eventually, after a good half days of this tour that Angujak is showing you, you eventually come across, she surfaces and you see some very bedraggled looking sailors, more or less clinging onto onto an iceberg in the middle of it. Angujak comes up and the sailors initially look bashful, but then Helka approaches and says, friends, I've come, we've been saved. I've got these rather eclectic group of companions, and this whale will take us through. Angujak looks round and says, I can't help but ask. I've seen sailors like you before. What's in the barrels?
Bum, bum, bum. Someone else can
Hauke looks momentarily panicked and darts round, and his eyes are looking at the group. Your silence does not bode well. I ask again, what's in the barrels?
I'll just ask the crew over here. I think they're fishermen, so I'd imagine it'd be fish. We were just sent to rescue them. Hello, you lot. What's in the barrels? Big wink.
Fish. Yeah, fish. Just fish.
Yeah, there we are. Do you get any of those cackling fish, the ones that make the laughy sound?
Yes.
They're my favourite. They're great on a piece of toast.
Cal, make a deception check at advantage.
I didn't think that was going to work. Oh, deception. Oh, not much score there, but let's have a look. Let's have a go. Yeah, I've clicked it. Roll. Is that roll coming through?
Yep, that's a 12.
Actually, I think was that an advantage, was it?
Yep, so 12.
Yeah, 12, yep.
Because the sailors are backing you up, kind of, I guess. I am not so sure. Fish. Why would you put fish in barrels? It's usually for things like oil. Fish oil, and most notably, whale oil, is stored in these barrels. I ask again, what's in the barrels?
Whimsy moves up to one of the barrels, carefully tries to. Can she take a lid off or put her hand into the barrel? and she casts minor illusion and draws a fish from the barrel, a dead fish, and then goes, "Oh, it is fish," and dumps it back in the barrel and expels the spell.
Okay, let me just check something. What's your spell DC?
+7. Oh, DC?
Yeah, like saving throw thing.
So +7, 15, I believe. Yeah, so if anybody wanted to avoid burning hands, it would be Dex 15. So,
Yeah, 15.
So yeah, 15.
That's what I was looking for.
Save DC, yeah, 15.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
And she says, fish in barrels. Well,
Weirdos?
weirdos. Why do you say weirdos?
Oh, no, I was just agreeing with you. Fish in barrels. But then I suppose people just carry fish where they can, how they can.
Right.
And if you got a
I'm
barrel handy,
understanding. I always have been led to believe it's a lot easier to shoot the fish when they're in the barrels. That's common knowledge round where I come
what
from.
he said.
So you tell me you take shots at innocent fish for pleasure?
To be
Well,
eaten
it keeps them.
for food.
Not me, I'm a vegetarian.
Me too. I don't eat no meat.
I eat meat really,
I got no canines, you see.
and I'm a druid.
I have to be
I
honest.
like goat. I prefer goat.
I've eaten the odd fish.
Is he a sperm whale? He looks like a sperm whale. Doesn't he eat
Yes.
fish? Plankton?
Plankton?
Yeah, no, but no, he looks like one of those meat-eating ones, fish-eating ones.
He's indeed a sperm whale. Let's see. Let's do a quick Google what they eat.
Plankton?
No, I thought sperm whales were hunters. They
Yeah.
eat squid.
And whaling ships and things like that. I've read a
Giant
story
squid.
about that.
Yeah, giant squid, octopuses, fish.
Yeah. So he's all good with the old fish eating, eh? Presumably.
I do indeed eat fish. It is the natural cycle of life. Shooting fish in a barrel, though, well...
It's a term. It's a term we say to catch fish.
The dwarf was joking.
Look at them. They can't swim like you can. They're not as great or as mighty in the water as you are. They have to find other means to get their food.
I take this as highly suspicious, but you have done me a favor. I will transport you, these lost sailors, back to the shore. But then, our agreement is over. If you seek the services of Angajuk in the future, well, that's a discussion for another time. But once I return, all you humanoids to this land, our business will be concluded. Seek me out again and we can talk, but as far as I'm concerned, we are now even. Do I make myself understood?
Absolutely.
Very clear, oh mighty fish.
And I would say, if you ever needed our services, Great Whale, feel free to ask.
So be it. And with that, Angajuk opens up her air bubble again. The sailors immediately clamber on, taking their barrels of what you know to be whale oil onto the back of the whale. Halka gets on.
Wait, is
everybody
it
gets
actually whale oil? I thought it was fish oil.
No, it is whale oil. To light the lamps, it burns clean.
Oh, Whimsy makes sure, or gets the fisherman to make sure she sees it in one of the fish. No, she just whispers it to one of the fishermen. Make sure that lid is tightly closed. I smelt what was in there.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Of course, of course. But they pile on the barrels of whale oil, and you all pile on, and Ungajuk this time doesn't give you the tour. She takes you straight back to Ungajuk spell. Everybody departs. Ungajuk glares at only as a massive whale can do, and immediately dives beneath the water.
Bye.
Malamak nods his head in Angajok's direction.
Yeah, as Ungajuk just leaves, not acknowledging your farewells.
He was a bit cold as a fish at the end, wasn't he?
Yeah, why is he so upset about just fish oil?
It
So I think
seemed
he was trying to see if we were liars or if we were trustworthy.
Bugs being none the wiser that it's actually whale oil, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Halka knew there was some
dis-
Halka says that it seems that Angajuk knew that something wasn't quite right. I think that was a lucky escape, actually. If it was fully revealed it was whale oil, well, we might be adrift on the sea of moving ice. So I think he got lucky.
Yes, sensitive whale. I reckon. After everything we did for it.
Well done, quick thinking, Whimsy.
That's what I'm about. And her tattoos turn into a big emoji smile.
What's
There
an
are
emoji?
times when you're quick. Sometimes you do quick thinking. I'm grateful.
You're so cute.
No, he's not.
And Cal,
No, he's not.
we'll work on your comedy routine.
I thought everybody shot fish in barrels. Isn't that where knucklehead trout come from?
I saw the Hobbit movie too. All the fish were in barrels.
Yes, yes. That's right. Now,
How they transport them, right?
what do we do now? We
Good
wait for
thing
this
Uncle
druid.
wasn't hungry, though, because they might have wanted some fish out of one of those barrels. Then we would have been a bit stuffed.
Yeah.
Halka says that they're going to make their way to Bryn Shander and get the oil there, and is interested to know what your plans are.
Well, weren't we meant to make our way to Bremen because
Sea
because-
monster there.
there was
Yeah, we gotta take care of it.
we were meant to
We
be
were just
looking
charged.
after that.
We were just charged to bring the fishermen back, but we also bought some oil back, so we should get something for that, shouldn't we?
It was,
yeah.
it was both. Speaker de Visachet said they needed the whale oil to light the lamps. And the Halka knew that the fishermen, the sailors were trapped on the ice. So you're technically charged with getting the whale oil. And of course, you might as well rescue a bunch of sailors while you're there. That was the deal that you made.
Well, should we escort them back as far as Bremen, and they can go along the Great East Way back to Bryn Shander? And since we sort of had business in Bremen in terms of solving the town's problems there, would that be a useful thing to do at the same time? Or do you guys want to go back to Bryn Shander and then head further to the east towards those the two warring tribes, or that lost spire of the Netherall?
And
Well,
there's also
is-
good meat as well. I think we should go to
And there's
Bremen,
The
and
jar
then
you
we
made.
go to Bremen
yeah,
and then
yeah.
make our way east. But Bremen's closest, so we should knock that off the list first.
We also have a heap of money that we
Yeah.
discovered at the thing. If we went to the biggest township and did a spend up on, I don't know, magical stuff, potions at least, or something.
Potions are at Lonely Wood. Yeah, Malcolm, where could we get some better armor or weaponry and that sort of thing? Is there which of the 10 towns is renowned
And a
for?
burnt boat. I saw some armor in a burnt boat. I burnt it down.
If you're looking for magical items, I suggest you go to Baldur's Gate possibly water deep.
Yeah, to the south.
To the south, there is not. You know, Bryn Shander is the best supplied town here. It doesn't stock magical items. The
I
only
cannot
place you've
go to
noted.
Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep. Don't take me back there.
What other places? Whereabouts do we find Shan?
Shan? Sorry?
The city of Shan.
Oh, that weird place you. I don't. It's not even on our map, mate.
It's a
Just as I thought.
Are you
Oh.
sure you're from this world?
Oh, I'm not from this world. No.
oh, she's,
The octopus
yeah.
people must have brought me here.
Yeah.
But if they didn't do that, I never would have met you guys, and we wouldn't be having so much fun.
So what do we spend this money on? Like, is there a place where we can at least get good weaponry, like some well-made weaponry?
Not any better well made than what you currently have.
So we're
Okay.
just stuck being rich adventurers.
Yeah, we're just gonna be rich. Okay. We can get like 500 rations.
Whimsy kicks the ground. Stupid, dumb richness.
Yeah, what's the point?
I
We
think
could
in
buy-
terms of the decision making, we do need to go to. I think we go to Bremen first, and then we can make our decision where we want to head to next. But does
Bremen's
anyone have?
closest.
Yeah. Does anyone have any preferences after Bremen?
Well, I think
Oliver
at some
would happily.
point,
Oh, yeah?
I think at some point, Olim and Tarek will show up, and that will inform Tarvin at least what he needs to do next.
Yeah,
Did he
like-
say where we could meet? Did he ever say
No,
where
he
we
just said
could-
he'll find us. Yeah,
Huh.
he just
Yeah.
shows up every now and again. It's like the
Oh, didn't. Oh, why
Well,
was it there?
through the wilderness, though, he travels through the wilderness, so any of these wilderness ones are good. And, as we're going through to Bremen, he might show up on Bremen. He might show up if we head to everything. The one that Mullima. Oh, well, shall we go to Bremen? Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we'll change our mind when we go to Bremen about what we do next anyway.
Okay, so together with the sailors, you start heading towards Bremen. Let's say, Whimsy, roll me a d8, please.
8. I can do that.
You see a hand coming out of this.
A mighty 1.
A 1. Okay, and can you roll me a d20 as well, please?
Man, this better not be another dragon.
It'd be funny if you rolled
One,
a
one,
dragon again. Oh! Oh, well, that... Ah!
Here's the dragon.
No! I was wondering how to do this, but you've kind of solved it for me, Albert. So,
Hey,
you head south, get about halfway to Bremen. You set up camp, you hang out with the sailors, just everybody just desperate to... They're all desperate to get to Bryn Shander as quickly as they can. But you set up camp, set a fire coming, and you see, off in the distance, a polar bear
Yeah.
slowly approaching your camp.
Here he is.
The sailors immediately panic and grab their short swords, grab their bows and arrows, and get ready to take out this polar bear. Ready, man?
No!
A polar bear coming! What do you mean, no? Polar bear mauled my dad! We're gonna kill it!
A polar bear has saved our lives on many occasions, and I have the gift of the gab. If it's a true polar bear, then we'll be able to stop it. But this is our friend, I feel. I'm a Natok. He's here to save my friend's life, our friend's life.
friend is a bear?
Yeah, your
So-
friend is a bear? How's your bear gonna save somebody's life? It's gonna eat us!
He's a Care Bear.
is a Care Bear, a druid wear Care Bear, and he is going to come and save Tarvin's life.
I'm not comfortable with this, but you did save our lives, so I'll take your word for it. And the polar bear bounds towards you, the sailors shaking in their boots. But then the polar bear, just as it comes, it morphs into the familiar figure of Oyenentarok.
Greetings, wanderer.
Greetings. I don't suppose you found the Grimshaw. I mean, you would have had to take on a dragon for such a task.
We got lucky. Tarvin pulls it out from his sack.
That
Rucksack.
is oh, wow. That is indeed what I needed. Tell me, where did you find such an item? I was sure it was an Ivian Churlus's treasure hoard. You surely didn't defeat the dragon.
The dragon was out, shall we say.
Well, that is lucky. Well, I best be going then, or see you later. Have a good life. I'm kidding. Oyenentarok says, well, I think it's about time we got rid of this infestation. Or do you say, Tarvin?
I'm almost a little bit sad to actually be saying goodbye to this. But, yeah, let's do it. Please, the sooner the better. I need to know I'm not going to die by Slard.
You will die, Tarvin. That is part of the ritual.
Oh?
It is I think it will work. But I will need the help of all of your companions. And his eyes dart from Malamak to Shajaya to I don't know you, young lady, to Whimsy, but Cal and Bugsy. Says it's tricky magic that I'm going to do, but Tarvin will die, and it's up to all of us to bring him back. And when he comes back, or when he is dead, the slide will be trivial to remove. It's all part of the ritual, but I will need all of your help to bring him back. This is a risky procedure, but it's something that needs to be done. Well, first of all, I should ask you, Tarvin, is this something you're prepared to do? Do you trust me enough?
Tarvin takes a moment, but then realizes that he has no choice, and slowly nods his head.
Okay. Well, I guess get comfortable. It'd be easiest if you lay on your back. And
Well, it's been a while since someone said that.
Put Aemontoric put some gloves on. Uh-oh.
well, they often say that when you're facing death, what is this called? Gallows humor. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it. But if everybody would be so kind, are you familiar with these fishermen, Tarvin? Would you put your life in their hands? We're going to limit it to these people.
We saved their
Well,
lives, so they probably will.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know them, but they owe me.
If they don't know you, then I would suggest it's best that they stay out of this ceremony.
Get out of here, you bums. Get out of here.
Yeah, you guys continue on to Bryn Shander.
Oh, no,
Best
no,
of
no.
luck.
No, I will. This is interesting. We would just like to stay and watch if it's okay.
This is a private ceremony.
It's
Okay.
an invite guest list only.
I haven't got any super advice or anything, but I could offer you protection from evil and good while you're in your treatment, so that you're protected from anything happening to you.
That, Shajar, is an excellent decision. I will call upon you at some point during the ritual to do just that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
We'll give him some guidance.
the sailors nod. They respect this is a very solemn occasion. Could very well mean the death of Tarvin. And they collect up their whale berries and presumably make their way to Bryn Chandra. Now, if everybody could form a circle around Tarvin, it would be good if you all held hands as well to form think of it as a ring of protection around your friend.
Or Whimsy will go tie the goat away somewhere safe
Okay.
and then join the circle.
Tarvin, I do not know this young lady. Are you comfortable with her being part of the ceremony?
To be fair, I don't think anyone truly knows her.
Whimsy.
But we've been through a lot in the short amount of time that we've known her, so I do trust her. And I look pointedly at Whimsy. Isn't that right, Whimsy? We can trust
she's
you.
blushing and nodding, and the tattoos on her face are making all the right kind of emojis that I don't know which one it would be.
Again,
Trust
what is an emoji? What is these emojis he keeps talking about?
Oh, she doesn't say emoji.
Yeah,
Just their tats are making.
faces.
Yeah.
It's the prayer hands.
Oh, there we go.
So Oyman Tardok agrees that it was up to Tarvin that Whimsy will be part of this ceremony as well. Okay, this is it.
If you happen to see Afterlife for a brief moment in Scar's there, me and Shajaya weren't there to farewell him. If you could just pass on our farewells and let us know that he's okay, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And if you see a guy called Derek, he's about my age and he's got blonde hair, can you slap him?
I'll probably have to see the faces of everyone I've killed so far as well first.
Aww.
Yes, I'll pass on your message to Derek.
Thank you.
Are you ready, Tarvin?
No, but yes.
You can do it, Tarvin.
Let's
Oyman
do this.
Tardok brings out. He has the scrimshaw in one hand, a long dagger in his other hand, and he places the dagger directly into your right above your heart. Pauses for a second to see if you're going to resist or say anything. Do you resist or say anything?
No.
Boom! He plunges the dagger deep into Tarvin's heart, and the scrimshaw in his hand turns to dust and gets caught up in the wind. And then Oyman Tardok reaches deep into the cavity of Tarvin's chest, pulls out this thing that looks like a red snake type of thing, crushes it in his hand, and blood just oozes out of it. And you see Tarvin is very obviously dead. The amount of blood that has come from him being pierced directly into the heart is just a very gory sight. And Oyman Tardok says, Now is the moment that I need your help. Shajaya, cast that spell.
Please!
My computer is so slow.
Okay, so
Sorry.
you go through you get your holy water out and silver, and you start casting the spell, and you see a shimmering protection around Tarvin's dead body. I'm going to need you to make me a religion check, please, Shajaya. So make me a religion check.
Inspire
looking-
yourself.
I'm-
Guidance yourself. Guidance yourself.
She cannot. Well, she can
Nice.
guidance herself if she likes, but it's going to mean dropping protection from evil and good. They are both
Oh.
concentration
matter.
spells.
Don't guidance yourself.
Tried to cast it. Yeah.
It's come
Okay,
through.
so
Religion.
yeah, religion 20. So you're focusing, you're protecting the spirit of protecting Tarvin's spirit and this protection of evil shell. You felt you've done good, Shajar. You've helped bring, starting to bring Tarvin back. But I am in Tarek is still concentrating over the still fallen body of Tarvin, and he says, I need something else. One of you, what can you bring that will help this fallen foe comes back?
I can cure wounds. I can heal him at a second level state. I can restore him to a lesser restoration as well.
I've got this potion of healing.
Do not break the circle. A potion of healing will do no good. And
Would
You've
you
got
like
seriously positive thoughts.
Would you like me to cast a healing word then? I do not need to touch. I'll cast it at second level if you wish.
as powerful as you can. Hurry!
I do it.
Okay, so you cast Healing Word. I'm going to need you to make me a medicine check, please, Malamak. It is not kicking in. We need something more to bring him back. What can the rest of you offer? Hurry!
Will burning hands help? Feels like it wouldn't.
We've got 3 vials of antitoxin. Will that help? Or holy water?
Medicine, healing will not help him. We need to encourage his spirit to return.
I could try communicate with his mind, but he needs to be in this realm.
Just speak your words, Bugsy. Speak them out loud. What do you say, Bugsy?
Tarvin, if you can hear me, we need you to return. You will be back with us once again. We need you here now.
Make me a persuasion check, Bugsy. You see the body of Tarvin kind of arc. His almost like every muscle in his body is firing, and he gets into this horrible rigor mortis state. Then he collapses down. That was good! Good, Bugsy. We still need more help to bring his spirit back. Who else can offer something? We've protected his soul, thanks to Shajaya. Malamak, I'm not sure that really worked, but Bugsy, his spirit wants to break free. Someone else needs to bring something to this ritual. Dances around it. The rest of you, Whimsy, Cal.
Will burning hands help?
No!
Okay. I don't think that she has anything. Mage armor?
No.
I've got something. It hold person. It can hold a person in place. Perhaps that might be able to hold him to this world.
It's risky. But try it. Try as much power as you can.
And he casts it. Nice, and
So that would be, let me think. For Malama casting hold person, I'm going to say you're trying desperately to almost bind him to this world. So his spirit is bound here. I'm going to say that's a survival check, Malamak. So make me a survival check.
okay. Because he wants him to survive.
We're almost there. That's worked. Bugsy, I agree. Everybody, chant, yell, scream at Tarvin to come back. We need him back. He needs a kick in the pants. What do you guys do?
I start yelling and chanting. Tarvin, return!
Thinking how close without you
Um,
by my
um,
side.
I yell so loud, but not loud enough to wake up my kids next door.
Fair enough. With that, with the chanting reaching a crescendo, with Bugsy pleading for him to come back, with Malamak binding his body here, with Shajar protecting him from evil spirits that might have come to take him, you look, and Tarvin on the ground. You take a big gasp as life returns returns back to your body. You have survived the ritual. You're free of the slide. But mechanically, you feel like absolute shit. You're at -4 to all your rolls. Anytime you roll a d20, subtract 4 from it. If you take a long rest, it will go down to -3, then -2, then -1. But at the moment, you're at -4. So that's mechanically, but what you see is Tarvin taking a deep breath, covered in blood, but very much alive.
So I believe we have a potion of vitality which is meant to help relieve exhaustion. I know
Yeah,
you
we've
said
got 3 of them.
what, a potion of vitality? I thought we had only one of those. I thought we got 3 antitoxins.
Oh,
Wasn't
yes.
that- So, but we did get that potion of vitality from earlier on that removes exhaustion and can cure disease, poison, or something like that. The next 24 hours. Would that help in this situation? Do you think? Are you a whatever you are, druid?
He needs all the healing it could get. I do not see any downside in feeding him a potion of vitality, because his vitals are quite low. I would suggest you do it.
Okay, well, I'm going to pass him the potion of vitality. I'm just reading the instructions. Don't do heavy machinery, 24 hours, careful on your axe beak. Drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion that you're suffering from. So does that mean all the level? Well, we'll give it a go. So I think this is what this was built for.
Did we all have a potion of vitality? I have one of mine as well.
I don't. I thought I did, but I didn't.
Oh, maybe I recorded it because I remember I tend to record the things that we gather.
Yeah, it must have been in my inventory.
I do have three of the antitoxins, though. And healer's
I
kit.
don't have that. Yeah.
And a potion of healing.
Yeah. But we do have the potion of vitality, so we're going to use that. And there was only one of them. I don't remember getting more than one of them. So we'll use that then, shall we?
Okay, so you feed the potion of vitality to Tarvin. And Tarvin, this potion is quite possibly the most delicious thing you've ever consumed in your life. It's a little odd drinking it because it's a crimson liquid. It kind of pumps like your very weak heart at the moment. But when you drink it, it feels fantastic. And reading the text, it removes any exhaustion. You are that whole -4 speech I gave. Forget about it. You are perfectly. You are restored. So, lucky you had that potion.
Tarvin sits up, clutching his chest, and goes, "Is it gone?" Then see the slide on the ground in a bloody pile.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe how big it is.
It's sizable. How do you feel, Tarvin?
Brought me back, all of you. I thank
See
you.
Derek?
You do not see.
I saw a few Dereks. I saw nothing. No, I just saw a swirly black inkiness.
Which is what you did see. So feel free to tell them what you want to, but that's what you saw, just blackness.
Yeah.
And
And that's what I say.
And just as an aside, there's many afterlives here. It's not all the same one. So if there is an afterlife, spoiler alert, in this world there is, then Scar could be where his beliefs would lead him to be. So there's not one heaven. There's many heavens and many hells. Okay. Well, I think you were wise thanking your friends, Tarvin. Without them, they'd be dead. You'd be dead. Shajar, she showed much wisdom in protecting your spirit. And Malamak, and I guess Malamak, he had held your more your physical body. And Bugsy, she did well as well. Without them, you'd be dead.
I
did
chanted.
well. Yeah.
Oh, the chanting helped, but great wisdom was shown throughout.
Well, I thank you all again. I don't know what to say, and I now don't know what to do.
You said
Very
some
nice.
pretty weird things while you're out. You said that you loved Malamuk and you wanted to kiss him.
I find that hard to believe. Sorry.
It was your dream. I'm just saying.
I've never wanted to kiss anybody. Wow.
Well, you've been
I-
given a second chance at life, Tarvin. What will you do? Are you going to waste this opportunity? Or are you going to make the most of it?
I feel I'm on a journey with these, with this group, and I will see that through. Of course, I was exiled from my tribe because of the Slard infestation. Eventually, I will make my way back to them, perhaps.
To return home. That sounds bliss.
Sure does. But it's better being with you guys. And she gives Tarvin a big hug.
I also understand we've got a great wealth we have to spend somewhere.
That we do, but first stop, Bremen.
And
I would-
Malamak speaks up, and so after witnessing the death, he realizes that we have something possibly more pressing. I have the ashes of Scar. Should we not take him back to Bryn Shander, the House of the Morning Lord? Lay his soul to rest properly?
Yes, you bring up a good point. We have not yet done that.
Perhaps we stop off through Bremen, then make our way to Bryn Shander next.
Oh, excuse me.
Ollie Montarik, what are you doing? Where do you go?
Well, I have my own business to attend to. So this will be another farewell, but I'm sure our paths will cross again. If nothing else, just to make sure that you, Tarvin, are making good use of the second chance that you've been given.
Malcolm, is there a hole in my chest, or rather a wound?
Nasty scar.
Yep. Cool.
Oh, Scar lives on.
The irony.
May I not die again until I've killed this dragon.
Yeah.
Well, revenge is good, but there's a small matter of the endless winter as well. Maybe after defeated a god, you might be in a position to take on the dragon.
Wise. True. We have much to do, and not much time to do it. Shall we? I imagine I'm not in a walking state, or maybe I am. The
Are you?
vitality potion.
You,
Yeah, the hotel.
you feel as good as new.
Oh, well, like nothing happened. Well, I get up and brush my shoulders off.
Okay. So that whole ceremony, it did take about an hour with all the preparation, everything that happened. So the sailors are long gone. Oyuman Tarduk says his farewell. Once again looks at Tarvin, implying that he wants him to make good on his life, be a decent person, or a decent elf at least.
Yeah.
And he turns into polar bear form and bounds off into the distance.
Ivan Churus comes out of the sky and eats us all.
Well, he didn't roll on the Ivan Churus table this time. The thing you didn't want to roll, by the way, was a 10, which is what you rolled last time. That's when Ivan Churus comes. So, yep. You rolled on the Ivan Tarduk, so there we go. Right. No, so you press on to Bremen. You get just on the outskirts of Bremen. No more encounters happen on your trek through the frozen tundra. Bugsy, as you get close to Bremen, you feel your head start pounding. Like, woof, the sound in your head. No one else appears to notice it. Then another woof, followed by about 10 seconds later. And the effect is incredibly... It's like the worst migraine imaginable. And all you can do is fall onto the ground and clutch your head in absolute pain.
Bugs. What's wrong?
Pounding. Noise. Head. Make it stop.
Good. Someone help her. Help him. Sorry.
I can do. What can I do?
Is it the psi crystal thingy on her head? Is that what's causing it?
Make a perception check, Bugs.
Oh, okay.
Bugs? It's a good point there, Cal. I'm inclined to...
With that in mind, sorry.
Bugs, yeah.
4.
Oh, I didn't see it. Bugs, you have no idea. The pain is just overwhelming you. You don't know. All you know is this pounding in your head.
Yeah, I pull my, what's it called, bandana off my head and clutching at it. It's so sore.
Yeah, it is a crippling pain.
Oh man,
Can I,
you get magic objects and crap.
Protection spell on her as well. On him, Bugsy.
You want to cast your protection from good and evil again? Is that where you're trying?
I'm just checking here. It says it's more of a creature, but it does say it's worth a try. It says
Sure.
aberration, celestials, elementals.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a try.
Okay, so you're going to cast protection from evil and good. So in a desperate attempt to help your friend, you cast this spell and try and protect her as best she could. He is still writhing around on the ground though. It's terrible. It's terrible to see your friend like this, but the spell apparently does not appear to help.
Can I cast detect magic on Bugsy?
Sure.
Just to see if there's a magical.
You'd cast detect magic, and nothing appears unusual that you haven't seen before. I mean, she does have, there's the psi crystal and any other bits and pieces that Bugs might have appealed, but there's nothing like if there was a spellcaster, or if there was some type of magical curse that would show up, but that does not show up.
Yep. Okay.
Do
Whimsy
you think
racks her
that-
mind thinking for the magic that she's seen in the past. Is it anything like? I don't know.
Well, we did pick up that crystal in the deep mines that came from a mind flayer, and
She just ripped it off.
No, I
Bugs.
didn't. I ripped my bandana off.
Yep. The
Can,
crystal is still on
can
her forehead.
I sigh with someone? Am I able to do that in this state?
Make me a Constitution saving throw, which is what you do for concentration checks. So make me a Constitution saving throw. You can just spit out 5 words. So what 5 words do you choose to telepathically say?
I'm not putting out 5 words, but I will do it for the length of that. With telepathy, you can also show images and sounds. So I'm just going to replicate the sounds that I can currently hearing in my head to Jaya, because I'm trying to send it to someone who's magical who might figure it out.
Okay. I've got I don't think I have. I've got detect thoughts.
So you're hearing right now what I'm hearing for about 5 words.
Okay, so just this ringing sound, very loud, very discordant. Yeah.
Oh no, it's something. It's not in her. It sounds like it's around her, affecting her. Sorry.
Can she? Yeah.
Whimsy uses message to try and contact Bugsy. What's going on, Fluffy?
My head.
Do you know what it is?
Can I pull at my psi crystal? Do I have to unattune it? Or is it something I can just take off?
I'm going to say you can certainly try.
Yeah, you just see Bugsy pulling at the psi crystal, trying to get it off.
It does not come off.
Huh. We need to.
Yeah.
We need to remove. Is it seeing what she's doing? Can Whimsy? She suspects it may be a curse of some kind.
Okay.
As Arcana check or something. I don't know.
I mean, you can suspect it's a curse if you like. I mean, you have to tell me how you could confirm that.
Well, she's pulling at the side crystal. It obviously has something to do with that, which is what she's Whimsy is conveying to everybody. Look, she's trying to pull her side crystal off. We got to get that off her somehow. Maybe a dispel magic, or what would we do back at the academy? Dispel curse, maybe.
I'm wondering if a little bit of metal and stuff, can we shield her head? I don't know if we've got any helmets, but with putting the... Yes, exactly, that was where I was going. Can we put the metal shield and maybe a piece of mail over the top of his head to try and block out what evil signals might be afflicting her?
So say that again, sorry?
So I'm going to try and drape some of the mail